Warning. The following podcast was recorded by two idiots. It contains vulgar language, vulgar ideas, and poop jokes. If any of this offends you, blow it out your ass.
Son of a bitch bastard!
Let's start this again. Shall we? Jesus Christ.
You're fucking retarded.
Hey, Pickle Licker, want to play the right intro?
One more time!
Are you ready?
Welcome to a new episode of Let Us Cast. With me, as always, is Bruce, and I am Andrew.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Pretty good, man. So we got, we're actually recording a video for this, though?
Yeah, so we're kind of simulcasting this right now. You're recording the audio, and I'm recording our video, so we might actually have a video release of this podcast to do, which would be pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Might lead to some other stuff in the future, too, so...
Yeah, might be able. This will open up the gates for us to do it live, so to speak. So, like with an audience and shit that we can interact with and take questions or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
So, opening up a pretty interesting future, man.
Yeah, that'd definitely be pretty cool. And like, you know, other like video projects like down the road. Like I know we talked about like doing like a video game kind of thing down in the future and whatnot.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Lots of potential opportunities.
Yeah. Yeah, first things first, we got to get this fucking coronavirus bullshit out of the way.
Yeah. Although that said, I think we can still do a lot over the internets. The internets are powerful these days, sir.
They are. There's no denying that. They are. It's also like, okay, well, like, what are we going to do? Like, am I going to set up a webcam and you're going to, like, watch me play fucking Ghostbusters on PS4 or something?
Or vice versa. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Unless there's some way that we could, like, play each other in a game over the internet or something. Because otherwise it would basically be like you do your show, I do my show, like, separately, but on the same, like, overall channel kind of thing. But there's got to be something we can do together over the internet. We used to play fucking baseball over the internet, granted from the same dorm room, but...
Yeah, I mean, we can, like...
Counter-Strike.
Well, I mean, yeah, we could still do shit like that over, like, PlayStation Network or Xbox Live or whatever, but...
Well, no, we can't because I don't have PlayStation or Xbox that can connect to shit.
I was gonna say we could do that.
Like, let me fucking finish.
God, always interrupting me, ass.
Huh?
I love you for that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So I think we both had some shit to talk about this cast because I remember you. At least I'm pretty sure I remember you texting me being like, "Oh, I got some stuff for next cast." Like, or am I wrong about that?
No, shit, I don't even remember.
I thought you had some bitching to do, but maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. I think I had some bitching to do, but I was like, right now, I woke up from a nap literally like 35 minutes ago, something like that, and I'm just like, I'm still in a daze, brother. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Still having your first seltzer of the morning? The second morning?
Yeah. Well, we've already had one morning. What about second morning?
Some people have their coffee, some people have their tea, Andy has his seltzer.
More pots!
More pots! Fresh pot! I have a problem. If I have a problem, it's because it's not a fresh fucking pot.
Yeah.
Andy, take your pills.
Just did. That's better. Anyways, so yeah, I know you said you had a like a bitch fest or something you wanted to do.
Oh, yeah, maybe not a bitch fest, but I have two things that came up this week that I can definitely spew about here.
Oh, fucking bring it, sir.
All right. Well, thing number one. First of all, I have to say this last week, I don't know about you, but this last week started absolutely brilliantly for me. Like, everything was going really well, and I actually ended up buying myself an electronic drum kit. So, like, now I can record my own music and stuff, so that's pretty fun and exciting. So the whole week was going really great. I was really happy. And then Wednesday comes along. Now, We had gotten an email a while back from our landlord that was basically like, hey, we're going to be painting, like the lines in the parking lot to tell you where to park and shit?
Yeah.
They're going to be repainting them. All right, cool.
All
So
right,
you got to
fair
move
enough.
your car, otherwise you're going to tow it. Okay, no problem.
Okay.
So the date comes, but then it ends up raining, so they have to reschedule it. Now, leading up to the original date, they were pretty good about sending emails and shit like that. Anyway, fast forward to when it was supposed to happen, which was this past Wednesday. We didn't get any kind of reminder emails, and neither Liz nor I remembered it. And it turned out our fucking car got towed. Liz woke up in the morning, like came busting through the door in a panic. I somehow didn't even notice. Liz came busting through the door in a panic, and I was like, "What's going on?" She was like, "The car is towed," and I was like, "Oh fuck, all right." So it turned out actually both Liz and I got the emails, but they both went to like our junk or something like that.
Shit.
So, or like I got it and like I got it during work, so I kind of ignored it and never went back to it. So I mean, that's kind of on me, but still, it was just like, fuck, man. Like, because not for nothing, it wasn't cheap. It was like $150 to get our car back.
Jesus.
It was this asinine thing. Like, it wasn't 150 even. It was like $146.40, something really asinine. And you had to have exact change.
Fuck.
So plus like Liz had to like get an Uber to go get the fucking thing. We thought it was like nice and local, like a nice half-hour walk, which is still kind of a while, but not bad. Turns out it was in Chelmsford, and she had to get an Uber and shit. So it was this big fucking hassle, all because we didn't get an email about moving the fucking car.
Jesus, man. Like, and not only that, but like, why fucking Chelmsford, man? Like,
that's where I guess the towing place was. We thought it was because we know like the name of the company that they use, and for some reason, I guess we thought that it was like, I mean, I didn't know where it was. I guess Liz thought, or I don't know. We thought it was more local, but after we looked into it, it was not. So she had to go further than anticipated. Otherwise, she could have just walked to go get it. So.
yeah.
Pain in the ass, man. Pain in the ass.
Yeah.
So that was Wednesday. And Liz spent a good chunk of her morning dealing with that whole situation, whether talking to the office, or, trying to find the emails, or just dealing with getting the car back and, that whole panic situation. Like, Liz shouldered the brunt of that. So kudos to her, man, for putting up with all that shit, man.
Dude, like, get her fucking, like, dinner and a medal or something, man.
Seriously. Well, we can't eat out right now. Well, she can't eat out because she's going on what's called an elimination diet. I don't know how much I should really share, but basically she's eliminating a bunch of food from her diet to make herself healthier and to heal herself, because she's got a lot of like issues going on that she's trying to work on. So, but basically that means that for the next, I think, 90 days, she at least cannot eat anything that basically she doesn't prepare herself, because there's so many things that she has to eliminate that it's basically we can't trust the outside world with it. So she's gonna have to at least eat everything from inside. But I can eat whatever I want.
Well, then make her fucking dinner, you ass.
Of course. I'll do something. Well, yeah, we're gonna make like a treat or something. But yeah, she definitely deserves a cookie or a medal or a hug.
or all of the above.
Exactly.
It's like, look, I'm making you dinner. Here's a medal for the car situation. Here's a hug because you deserve it because you put up with me.
Pretty much.
You put up with my shit.
The guy I watch on YouTube and on Twitch, Weird Paul, he refers to his girlfriend Niffer as his long-suffering girlfriend. I feel that way about Liz, my long-suffering girlfriend, Liz.
Remember reading Zach Wilde's autobiography? He refers to his wife as the warden.
The warden.
He's like, yeah, the warden's pretty pissed off about this. Like,
that's sort of the opposite. Like I think Weird Paul and I both acknowledge the fact that we're probably the problem.
Yeah. And knowing is half the battle, isn't it? I don't know what the other half is.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
The other half is beating the shit out of the Cobra.
Well, that too.
So that was Wednesday, getting our car towed.
Yeah.
Thursday, there was some drama with some neighbors.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, everything was related to the house this past week. So Thursday, like, we got these kids who play downstairs, and like, they're not like particularly bad or whatever, but they do like bomb around the parking lot on their bikes and scooters and shit, which is dangerous, and they don't necessarily have a high regard for their safety. But they're also just loud and obnoxious. So like I'm in here working, Liz is trying to do homework or whatever, and you can hear them clear as day. Like, and I know they're kids, they need somewhere to play, but it's like you're not really supposed to be playing out in a freaking parking lot and shit. And Liz went down and asked them like on Thursday, hey, do you mind just keeping the volume down? Because just so you know, like it travels all the way up to the fourth floor. She didn't say where, but she's like, it travels all the way up. We can hear it. And they basically gave her a lot of shit about it. They called her a Karen, called her a terrorist, called her all kinds of shit. And I only know that because I was up here still working. Liz was going off to do something. And I was up here, and I heard every word that they were saying, which in my mind sort of is a testament to the fact that every word that they say we can fucking hear up here, whether they're trying to hide it or not. Jeez. That's how loud they are. They're those people that, like, they don't have a quiet voice. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Dude, you've met my friend Chris. You
know. Okay, yeah.
I know.
Chris does not have a library voice.
No.
Hey, how you doing?
Like,
oh my god.
That is his
Love
library
you.
voice.
Yeah.
Like
Chris has one volume, that's true.
He has two voices. He has his normal voice, and he has his McCoy Stadium voice.
Yeah, loud and extra loud.
Yeah, Mom!
He's got 10 and 11, basically.
This is broken.
Much love to Chris.
Yeah, much love to Chris, obviously.
So yeah, she was just trying to be like nice and be like, hey man, do you mind? Like we get that you're kids and you want to play and shit. But the other thing too is like the other day Liz's parents came and they're older folks and so they're more susceptible to getting COVID than say we are as younger folks. And so like we were real careful about being distant and wearing masks and stuff like that. And one of the kids. None of these kids are wearing masks, by the way, even though it's in our thing that, like, pretty much if you leave your apartment, you're supposed to be wearing a mask to be on any common area in our apartment. These people, even the adults, they never wear a mask. Children never wear a mask, and they're just bombing around doing whatever they want.
Christ.
Talking to maintenance without a mask, too, who also doesn't have a mask on, which is great. So, anyway, there's that. And this kid, so, like, we're talking, right? We're in our little circle, so there's some space between us, and this kid on a scooter just bombs, like, right behind me, like right next to me and through the circle as like we're trying to talk and shit, which is first of all rude, and second of all, if I'd stepped over to the left like half a step, I would have gone right into this kid, and he would have gone on his ass, and that would have been funny, but I probably would have gotten in trouble because I just knocked this kid on his ass, and you know what I mean, like. So yeah, it's like, come on, man, just be a decent person. Like we're coming to you, just being like, hey, man, can you maybe not be a douchebag? And their answer is basically like, no, but we can be even more douchey. So,
and here's the thing too, man. Like Liz is not a Karen for like asking like, hey guys, just keep it down a little bit. We're trying to work up there, travel out there. That to me is not Karen behavior. Like you're coming out, you're calm about it and whatnot. Being a Karen is like going into a full-on meltdown because somebody asked you to wear a mask in a TJ Maxx.
Yeah, like having a temper tantrum about it.
I have a breathing problem. Then you should stay home.
Yes.
If you have a breathing problem, what the fuck are you doing out here?
Seriously, though. Ugh. Yeah.
A Karen is more like... Yeah, a Karen is, like somebody who goes into a store and, like, bitches and moans and fucking, again, has an epic fucking meltdown because you won't honor a coupon that expired 3 years ago.
Seriously,
for like
people need to really reevaluate their labels here, and like a terrorist or
and it's like easy.
It's just
Karen.
like, oh my god,
like Karen, easy. It's fucking 10% off a fucking box of Wheat Thins. Shut the fuck up. They're already on sale, 2 for $5. Just get them and go.
Shove them in your fat face and get out of mine. Yeah.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah, I don't know, man. There's just no reasoning with some people, I guess.
No, there really isn't.
Which sucks because, you try to do the right thing. You try to be, nice and civil to people. And even when there's a conflict like this, to try to come up to them and be like, hey, like, do you mind, sort of like you said, like, hey, do you mind? Like, it would be like, if you and I lived next door and I was making too much noise, I would expect that you'd come over and just like, hey, man, would you keep it down, like, your guitar? Like, I'm trying to do some shit over here and we can hear you. And it's, I'd be like, yeah, okay, no problem, man. I'm sorry I bothered you. Like, but it's all in the approach. And, I know that Liz didn't go down there screaming because I would have heard it up here. So, But all of a sudden I hear the escalation of it and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And so, eventually I got the whole story. But it's like, you got to be kidding me. You just asked, like, hey, can you keep it down? And you get the equivalent of a no, go fuck yourself. Like,
Yeah, and I can
okay.
I can vouch for Liz. Like she's very calm, very cool in her approach, unless she is pushed.